Double busy, getting busy, Yo, 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 what's up, it's me, the Double Busy. Alright, episode 13. So, obviously, we created the Empire of Russia, Tsar Helgi, but we did not get the achievement, so, new game. The Great Adventurers, Rurik. Oh, change our game rules. Enable, significant for everybody, culture, and faith conversion speeds, not gonna cheese it, and of course, never. Here we go. And let's title it Land of the Roos 2. Okay, I am going to cheese this until we get Overseer, because I want control growth. Faction military power thresholds going higher, so it's harder to form a faction and be able to actually trigger it and fight. Enemy occupations, do not lower control, that would be important. Enable absolute control, and then Overseer. So, let's do that. Alright, it took 4 tries, but here we are. And of course we're going authority focus. We are King Rurik, the troublemaker of Novgorod, age 37, gregarious, ambitious, just, and brave, a brilliant strategist, a reaver for raiding speed, that's pretty nice, quick, plenty of good stats, but we're doing a martial lifestyle, so we are just blasting it in martial. Lots of titles, we're able to hold on to 5, we're doing fine there. Spouse, Queen Ingrid Bjornovna of Novgorod, age 17, wrathful, just, brave, amateurish plotter, intelligent and strong. Good stats of her own. I switched to the Slovianskan faith because if you look at the Empire of Russia in the future, most of it is going down here to the south and the west, which is mostly going to be Slovianskan. Switched culture to Russian because, well, we're going to be Russian. Our son Helgi is arrogant, greedy, and stubborn, a skilled tactician with unyielding defender, and quick, a legitimized bastard. He has good prowess, good martial, he's also converted along with us. Looking at the daughters in the area, we have some at the north, farther north, west of us, and you can see where all the pictures pop up, all the places I have considered. But the one with the most troops right now is this guy, and they will marry. So that's the alliance we're going to go for. I spent some of the money we started with to form the Kingdom of Novgorod, and that got us a bunch of prestige. Then I used the prestige to invite champions who will be coming, and to set up 300 light footmen, so 3 sets of regiments. For our realm, I upped ourselves to limited tribal authority to be able to imprison people that we capture, and then ransom them off. For our council, our wife is focusing on chivalry. This guy is going to convert faith in our duchy capital here, in Belozero. Our chancellor is going to get us more prestige so we can buy more men-at-arms regiments. Our steward is going to work on promoting culture, also in Belozero. Our son and marshal is going to focus on levies for right now because we're recruiting plenty of knights or champions. And I think we have some commanders, so we're good to start. And then I moved this guy over here as the spy master just to make sure I keep him happy. He had the worst stats out of anyone, so I figured I'll stick him in spy master, let him disrupt schemes, and hope he doesn't screw anything up. Otherwise, I don't really need to do any spy mastery, we're just going to declare wars and conquer a lot of lands. Inside our court, I invited everyone that was here. I do need to find a physician. Saga is only 34 years old, has high learning, and she is a mystic. We're going to go ahead and make her our court physician. For decisions, we changed ourselves in culture, we changed our religion, invited champions. We don't need to host a feast, everyone's opinion of us as far as vassal goes is good enough. We could call a hunt to gain some prestige. Let's go ahead and do that to get more men-at-arms regiments. Vodi is weak and in our Dior duchy, so that's going to be the first place we declare war. Chieftain Igor of Polotsk will accept our vassalage, so we will offer it. Chieftain Igor accepted our vassalization, so now I'm going to sway him to get some good opinion out of him. And I'll check the council to make sure that he doesn't belong in one of our council spots. Alright, we gained a level of fame from our hunt, And now we're laying siege to Vodi. Alright, the chiefdom of Vodi is now mine, and I am able to hold it in my domain. Very nice. Once I do go over the limit, I'm going to eventually give Luki to this guy, and then I'm going to give him the Jarldom. Alright, everyone has a minus 15 of me because of too many held duchies. So, what I'm going to do is actually give Helgi Luki. It might get usurped, but the guy will have to spend money in order to do so. So, now we're one under our domain, and we're doing better on our opinions. We still only have enough fame to conquer a county, and the only single county around us is Mojaisk. So, declare war. While we're moving around, we'll have Chieftain Karu be our organizer, but then when we actually fight, I'll go ahead and take control. And now the county of Mojaisk is mine. But I'm thinking I might give it away to help and let somebody else worry about the control and the rebel uprisings. Okay, son, you get the county of Mojaisk. Do your best. Next up, I was considering Kozelsk, but they are allied with Minsk, which gives them a decent amount of troops. So actually, the weakest guy is this guy right here, who has no allies, and we'll have to do the first county there. And now the chiefdom of Valoida is mine. Popular opinion is going down because of offensive wars, so I'm going to have to wait a little bit on conquests, but I can send some armies out to go raiding. Since Kozelsk is our next county victim when we do get some more opinion back, and Minsk is their ally, that's where we're going to go raiding first, to weaken them. Well, in a previous war, Helgi was severely injured, and we were just wounded right now, so hopefully that doesn't end things too quickly. Thank goodness my wound is healed. Right, well, we got stressed out from giving away a title to our son, so we ended up having a mental break and I chose profligate. At least that way we get prestige out of it. Alright, gain some gold, gain some prestige, ransomed off a few prisoners, and I'm going to get some more gold and prestige here in a minute. Now our popular opinion is back to normal, so we don't have the offensive war problem. We can start conquesting again. Our next single county weak point is here in Mantarovo. This guy's only got about 500 troops and a single county with no allies. So, let's go conquer that county. So, Rusa has had a peasant uprising. I could grant them the tax lien and get the popular opinion for 10 years, but the control growth will go down also, and the control will go down a lot. I won't be able to assign control to Rusa very soon, so I think I'm going to go ahead and just say no, take the rebellion, win a little bit of the war that I've already started, and then send some troops over here to take them out. It's only 174 guys. The peasant revolt here isn't even strong enough to lay siege to the garrison, so we're fine. I'm going to go ahead and take the Bellum Justum to reduce the cost of declaring wars, but then I'm going to go look at either whole of body, or I'm going to look for something else about control growth and converting faiths and converting cultures. With the siege of Mantarovo over, we can enforce our demands and then send our troops to go take care of the rebels. Switch out the commander to be the guy that has organizer. Yeah, there's probably going to be popular opinion problems over here. Let's go ahead and give this to somebody else. And because I'm ambitious, of course I gain stress, so I have to call a hunt. Unfortunately, I think I'm also going to have to visit the market to reduce my stress even more. Looking who we want to conquer next. Kozelsk is allied with Minsk. Vladimir is allied with Kazan. Bolye and Kargopol are allied. We can't attack Lyubim because we have a truce. And nobody else is actually bordering us. But Novosil is allied with this guy way down here. So perhaps we'll try that, and it'll take so long for his troops to get here that we'll be able to win before that happens. Alright, for the chiefdom of Odeyev. I wasn't able to change lifestyles yet, so I went ahead and took the Gallant, but now I'll be able to take the Medicine Focus and go for the whole of body tree. Alright, my ally is calling me to war. His opinion is not that great, so I'm going to have to go ahead and accept. Now, when I'm done with my war, I'll come over here and attack. Our conquest for the chiefdom of Odeyev is over. Alright, we have a lot going on here in our allies' war, so we're going to try to make our way over here and connect up with them, or maybe start a fight with a smaller group. Chieftain Karu was able to catch this small group of soldiers, and now I'll take over command and finish them off. We were able to wipe our small group while our ally took out Minsk, so now we're going to go for this group. This guy was the spy master of Yersuka, so we're definitely going to try to negotiate his release and get a weak hook on him instead, because having a weak hook on the spy master can get you some really good results. Well, somehow our rolls were really bad and we're starting to lose this war, and our son even died. So things are not looking good. I think we're going to go ahead and try to retreat. With Helgi's death, we are way over our domain holding limit. So I'm going to give Luki to this guy and make him the High Chief or the Jarl. And then I'm going to give these to some of my champions. My son David, or David, is only 5 years old and he's not ready to rule yet. My champion Moki has some decent skills, and he likes me a lot and has served me well. So he's going to get a county. We helped our ally win the war that they were fighting over here, even though we lost a battle. Our Chancellor was able to get the truce to end early here, so time to declare war for Novosil. Well, the conquest of Novosil is over, and we netted 75 gold from 2 of our prisoners. And we're about to gain a new level of fame, I bet. Yep, there we go. So now we are illustrious, which means we will be able to declare war for the duchies. At just 6 years old, my son David is already a better ruler than some of my vassals. So I'll give him the entire High Chiefdom of Novosil. If I give it to them all at once, then I won't be stressed out. Okay, I guess not. I guess I did calculate that I gave an extra one away. High Chieftain Ruslan of Minsk is currently very weak. He is low on levies. He's fighting one of his allies and about to lose completely. Now's the time to strike for the Duchy of Smolensk, and I could take half of his lands. Furthermore, I have the money to be able to raise some mercenaries in order to ensure our victory. With the enemy on the run and the counties sieged down, the Duchy of Smolensk is now mine. With people's opinion of my offensive wars waning, I think it will be time to go raiding. So right now, High Chieftain of Velasi is attacking Chudia for the county right here on the border. And Apoye is that guy's ally. But he just made him run for the hills, and this guy's over here. And he is about to attack him. So I'm going to declare war on Chudia and hurry up and get the entire duchy before he can win his war. For the Duchy of Chudia. Defenders of Road. Foreign forces are skirting our territories like a pack of hungry wolves. If the ways of old are to survive, I must win the respect of the clans. Together, we will raise a glorious war hall in Perun's honor. So we're going to gain a building slot in Novgorod, and we're going to gain Hall of Heroes. Let's go ahead and do that. See what that looks like. Hail, Perun! Hall of Heroes constructed. Alright, let's go find out. There it is, Hall of Heroes. 150 levies, 75 garrison. We gain some prowess and piety per knight, and our knight effectiveness goes up just a little bit. Okay, that's pretty cool. Our conquest of Chudia is complete. Now, by default, we're at war with this guy, because he still wants that county right there. Alright, we are getting to the point where spreading to the northeast is getting a bit dangerous. We've got issues with foreign culture and fervor hostility. So, because their faith is Sumenusko and because they're Vepsian, then they don't like us conquering them. So I'm going to work on going south this way because they are Russian and Slavyanskan. Now to conquer the High Chiefdom of Minsk. Just in time before his allies arrived to fight me, I can enforce my demands. Alright, I want to be able to form the Kingdom of White Rus. So you can see these territories here along the southern edge. Now one of those is Pinsk, but he's at war with Minsk to subjugate them. And he's got several allies around. But we can get in here, squeeze in here, and take these 2 titles from this guy, whose only ally is a vassal. Then I can get the 2 titles I need to form White Roos. So, we're going to go this guy, we're going to do duchy level, and it's going to be Rodna. And now I gain the High Chiefdom of Rodna. Now I can create the Kingdom of White Roos in the hopes of vassalizing some of these guys. Alright, this guy likes me enough that he's going to accept vassalage, but I have to wait for him to finish this war. So in the meantime, I'm going to do a little bit of raiding to gain some money. Alright, my vassal, High Chieftain Luki, is conquesting Vitebsk, which is now part of Pinsk, who is the guy that I want to vassalize. So I'm sending a demand to stop your war, because you're screwing things up for me, dude. Well, I guess the only way I'm going to get what I want is if I let him have a weak hook on me. And that's over, and now, let's see. Oh, of course not! Because now his opinion just changed a whole bunch. Alright, I sent him a gift of 37 gold, gained 32 opinion, and -1. Alright, this single county is allied with Karelia, who has like 2,000 soldiers, and Poyanma, another 2,000 soldiers, so we're not attacking there. Voloida, also allied to Karelia. Ustyug, only allied to Voloida, and this guy way up here. So I think that's our best chance. Oh yeah, the entire duchy. Alright, here we go. Oh, he's already in someone's jail. Ha, nice. After a few sieges, I can enforce my demands for the High Chiefdom of Ustyug. My courtier Eroda, actually the courtier of Chieftain Yuli, had the highest skills. So I'm going to grant those 3 lands to him. I don't have the money to create the High Chiefdom, so he'll have to do that himself. At 57, I have decided to become athletic in order to improve my health, so that I may live long enough to form the Empire of Russia. Time to conquer the Duchy of Biarmia, and this guy's only ally is a single county up here. Thanks to my large armies, I was able to siege down their entire territory before they could sneak in and siege my capital. So, I will enforce my demands, and now become the ruler of these lands to the north. I have enough counties to create the Kingdom of Biarmland, so I just need to go raiding for some money. Finally, High Chieftain Voislav of Pinsk has finished his wars, and he will accept my vassalage. Excellent. Now he is a part of our territories. It appears as High Chieftain Nikita would like to become my vassal as well. After raiding my neighbors to the west, I can afford to create the Kingdom of Biarmland. Alright, at this point I need 5 more counties for the Kingdom of Vladimir, 8 more counties for the Kingdom of Ruthenia, and 5 more for Galicia-Volhynia. Now, looking at these, if I were to do the Duchy of Apulia, I would actually only get 4 counties. So that's not enough. I could subjugate Jarldir the Stranger and get 9, so that one I can definitely do. And nobody over here has enough that's within the Empire. So, looking at him and his ally, we're going to subjugate Jarldir. I captured Jarldir himself in the mountains. So now I can enforce my demands and make him my vassal. Right now the High Chieftain of Chernigov is losing a battle for that High Chieftain against this guy. So I'm thinking if I wait and let him lose, then I'll be able to declare a war to invade the kingdom against that same guy and possibly take not only all that, but that and that too, that are all part of Ruthenia. Can I fight Khazaria and survive? Yeah, they've got 3,000, maybe 3,500 troops, and we're up to 7,000 now. So I'm going to try that strategy, see what happens. I need 5 counties to be able to form the kingdom up here. I can only get 4 from Montpellier, so I'm going to go for the weakest link in Valoida and get 3 more by conquering the duchy. Alright, this lady down here with 4 counties just decided that she wanted to be my vassal. So I asked and she accepted. Well, I basically captured this guy's entire family in a siege, so I got like 150 gold out of him for his wife and his heir, and still had a 100% war score. And I still have 2 of his captives. So, enforce demands. So be it. We are getting very close. The Khazarian Khanate did capture those lands, and they seem pretty weak right now. So, I think now is the time to declare war for that kingdom. What are we looking for? Kingdom of Ruthenia, so we should be able to grab all of that from them. It's going to cost a lot of our prestige, but it's going to be worth it. By splitting up my armies to have just enough guys to lay siege to the garrison, I have conquered all of the yellow territory, all these yellow territories, only encountered 1 hostile army, and the enemy only had like a 1 stack 750 army, and I had to chase them all the way up here, ended up having to hire 2 mercenaries, but now we are at 100% and enforcing demands. And now all of that is ours. So I could create the Kingdom of Ruthenia, but I only need 3 more counties to do the Empire of Russia, and I don't want to use all that gold. If I spend all that gold, I might die by that time. This dude's 62 and in poor health. So let's figure out where we can get 3 more counties. And wouldn't you know, High Chieftain Kjevet of Apulia just happens to have 3 counties in the Duchy of Apulia. Here we are at 99% with these 2 sieges about to finish, and that should take us up to 100%. Of course, we're still ransoming all kinds of people for all kinds of money. Don't need to take these 7,000 soldiers down there, because we're just waiting for that extra 1%. And there we are. Enforce those demands. Disband all of our troops. Clear all that out of the way. Pause it and take a look at Novgorod. Everything except for Karachev, basically. Let's form the Empire of Russia. Rank gained, you are now a mighty Tsar. Land of the Roos. There it is. We did it. Achievement unlocked. Ha! Yeah! Awesome. Okay, that was not nearly as fun as the first 12 episodes. Role-playing, doing all the scheming, and the kidnapping. All that stuff was so much more fun. But getting that achievement feels pretty good. Especially because some really cool things that happened along the way. For example, Jarl Deer the Stranger became my friend. I swayed him so good he became my friend. So we would mop things up, we'd create all the titles, we'd get all the vassals in order, and then we would work on our way to become feudal. Thanks for watching my lucky 13th episode, and I will see you on the next series, where I'll pick out another achievement and try to finish it. Double busy, getting busy, do.